Welcome back to Living 808. Share the love, save a life. This Valentine's Day, show your love by giving the ultimate gift, the gift of life through organ, tissue, and eye donation. Pam Thompson, Family Service Coordinator at Legacy of Life Hawaii, joins us now with more details. Aloha.
Well, good morning.
Thank you so much for being here. And I'm excited to talk about this, especially today, because, you know, Valentine's Day, it's typically about romance, but you guys are inviting folks to really see it in a different way. So how does this holiday connect with your mission?
Well, I think Valentine's Day is one of those wonderful times love to those around us in our sphere of influence. But what a wonderful time for people to reflect on donation and the gift they can give to help others save another's life. In fact, this is the time that we can recognize the selfless gifts that people already have given in the area of donation to give others a second chance at life.
I love that. And of course, so the thing is, February 14th, it's not just Valentine's Day, but it's actually National Donor Day as well. So why is it important for this day as well to raise awareness?
Well, it's important that people understand, you know, just how important and impactful donation can be. I think often people don't understand that it can, you know, extend far beyond what we think.
And so how is that? How does it extend beyond?
Well, of course, whenever you give the gift of donation, you can help save up to 8 lives. Wow. Just one individual who makes that quality decision that he wants to help give someone a second opportunity to live on.
That's incredible.
And then beyond that, we also have the gift of tissue. And tissue donation is far-reaching than just organ donation. It's the opportunity that people can give the gift of tissue in the area of cornea to help sight the blind. It also can be a gift that is given to help others who may have a reconstructive surgery in the area of an injury or something they've had. They can give the gift of bone and ligaments. And then, of course, skin. Skin is a wonderful tissue gift that can be given to help burn victims recover.
Yeah, and I think that's something that people don't realize, you know, becoming a donor can help not only improve and save a life, but so many lives, which is incredible. And I think some people, though, they still hesitate to become a donor. Can you share maybe why that is? Because there are some misconceptions. So what would you say to address some of those?
You know, there's some common myths, and I just want to talk about one of those common myths. And that's that if for some reason you or I would sign up to be an organ donor, then the doctors won't do everything possible to save your life. I want you to know that nothing is better than the truth. But when you are checking into a hospital and you're there in the hospital bed, it is the healthcare team's sole responsibility and priority is to save your lives. And so donation only occurs after they've done everything and exhausted all possibilities to save your life. Can a person even become an organ donor? So I want everyone to rest assured that organ donation only takes place after the hospital team has totally exhausted all treatment to save your life. It's then and only then can a gift of donation be given.
Okay, good to know. And I think that might also help, you know, inspire folks to become a donor. So if they are inspired on this national holiday, where can we go to learn more information or to become a donor?
You know, it's incredibly easy to become an organ donor and tissue donor. You simply just need to go to legacyoflifehawaii.org. And online, you can, right at that site, very easily follow the steps to become an organ donor. Or if you would like to be a donor, another very easy way is when you go to renew your license, you can at that time check the box that says, yes, I would like to be an organ donor. And it's simply that. We'll take care of everything from there should that happen, that you would become, meet the criteria to become an organ donor.
Wonderful. And we'll have a link to your website on our website as well at KH12.com. But as you mentioned, it is so easy to make happen. So not only celebrating Valentine's Day today, but also National Donor Day. Thank you so much for being here.
Oh, it's my pleasure. And for everybody that's listening today, it is my hope that you really take action in what we were talking about today, and that you would sign up to be a donor if you're not, and that you would consider not this Valentine's Day just being about romance, although it certainly is that, but being about how that you can show brotherly love to those in the community are so in need. And so I hope that you're inspired today to take it a step further to make that impact.
It's not just give the gift of love, but also life. So
That's
wonderful.
right.
Thank you so much for all
You're
you
welcome.
do.
Thank